I don't own the rights to this music, I own the rights to this message. This is President Trump's Watergate. President Trump makes a lot of money off of mass incarceration. He makes some money off of the immigration laws. Well, I was making a documentary, and he the star of the show, The Vanity of the Kings. In 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to end the war on drugs. This is a jailhouse diary from 1986. This jailhouse diary was destroyed by Scott Schellenberger in 2011. These are the supporters of the Shorties. Racism don't work without black cooperation, but it ain't gonna end without white participation. These are my white friends. These are my white supporters. These are the white people that's standing behind me. These are the white people that was making a movie about President Trump. The best of the best in Baltimore, all right? That's Mayor Sam Cunningham, and he was a Waukegan resident when I did this in 1986. I turned in guns and drugs, and I turned in the client list. I turned in my client list. I applied for Martin Luther King's job, and y'all got mad. If you deny you know me on earth, are you gonna deny you know me in heaven? I did it during Black History Month. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. That's Patrick Fitzgerald from the Department of Justice, all right? And these are the inmates at the Lake County Jail. And Marilyn Mosby had all this. Like I said, these are the supporters of Shorties. And that's me. That's Mr. Fields, Michael L. Fields, all right? And the movie was about Governor O'Malley, Congressman Cummings, Senator Karson, Mikulski, Richard McFeely, the FBI, Judge Pearson, Judge Turnbull, Judge Boris. It's all notarized. Like I said, the supporters of Shorties. These are the supporters of Shorties. Making a movie ain't against the law. You feel me? I was a lab rat. I went to jail in Illinois and Maryland to prove a point. We will confront racism to create a more inclusive and just world. We stand in solidarity with our black partners, customers, and communities. That's Governor Hogan and me at Starbucks. Like I said, Starbucks is my studio. That's Governor Ehrlich. I'm a black Republican, a black radical Republican. See the toilet at the White House? See the toilet at the state capitol? Yeah, it's Black History Month, all right? We honor the triumph stories and cultures of black and African American communities this month and all year long. Join us in celebrating and uplifting these communities and make our shared history and future. That's Starbucks. That's art and activism. And that's Chuck D and Shorty, all right? That's my toilet at the Department of Justice. It's the time to pee. It's the time to pee. It's the power of the toilet. That's Ozzie Newsome. And I was making a movie about us, all right? Black Lives Matter, all right? I was making a movie about us. And that's the movie release. State of Duane Davis versus State of Maryland. The 2021 Weaver Award winner. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. And I did it about your prison industry. Maryland's prison industry, Governor O'Malley and Brown's money machine, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I did everything through social media. That's Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatello and me. That's me on the House of Cards. That's me at City Hall. And that's 2015, Arts and Promotion, Baltimore, New York, Chicago, and Philadelphia. All right, I told y'all what I was doing, and Mayor Scott got that. That's Kathleen Hughes, TV One, Radio One. That's at Marion Barry's birthday party. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. Y'all was hi. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, Shorty unmasked in Baltimore in such a shorty way. Welcome to Harbor East, all right? That's Vicki Lawrence and Shorty. That's my mother and father. And these are the supporters of Shorties. All these people signed off on this. You feel me? All these people signed off on this. Congratulations, Shorties. I told them I was making a movie, and this is the movie. For more information, that's my contact information. And this was my whistleblower, the movie, all right? And Kai Jackson and Mary Bubala got this. Fox 45 got this. See who got it? Delegate Glenn, Bobby Zirkin, Thelma Branch. They had this. You feel me? They had this. It's all color-coded. Town Hall, Community in Crisis. See the mail receipts? See President Trump and Congressman Cummings? Yeah, this was about y'all in the first go-round. About your prison industry and the money you make off black bodies. Show you the money behind mass incarceration. All right? Because like I said, that's Schaefer and I'm the cook. That's Karson Kamenetz. All right? That's Karson Kamenetz. Freedom is almost perfected. Just a few more laws, regulations, and cages. Like I said, I went home on vacation and came back on probation. I was making a movie, all right? And that's a movie release. That's my lawyer, Mr. Bailey, Karen Levy, and that's the case I never got a trial for. And that's Governor Hogan. That's Governor Hogan, all right? That's my family. And like I said, I'm with M&T Bank, a weaver. That's me back in the 80s. That's me now. And like I said, it's a Weaver Award. The supporters of Shorties, all right? These are the supporters of Shorties. And Delegate Stephanie Smith got that. Delegate Stephanie Smith been sitting on this for the longest, since she sat in that seat. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Remember that. That's Mayor Brandon Scott, Jack Young. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. And like I said, I was making a movie, Letters Design. If you go directly to Kalen Young, he got all my paperwork. We went full circle here. That's Sam Cunningham, you the mayor now. June 1986. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court. And these are my witnesses. Benny Starks, Richard Longmire. You feel me? We talking about the KKK and the Nazis. The KKK and the Nazis then and the KK and the Nazis now. You feel me? Right here. Mass incarceration in your prison industry. Immigrations and mass incarceration. Me and President Trump, we got a hell of a story. Yeah.